What's up, podcast fans? This is a very special episode of the Million Pound Mission podcast, where you're going to get to listen in as I do a strategy session with one of my coaching clients for my Transformation Reboot program. The goal of each one of these strategy sessions is to help my client identify, analyze, and prepare ahead for their top transformation danger zones. If you think that you could benefit from a coaching session like this, you can head on over to millionpoundmission.com and check out all of the information on my Transformation Reboot membership. Now, let's dive into the episode. All right, Lisa, welcome to your hot seat. What would you like to focus on with this round?
So when it comes to meat and bricks, which I'm really stoked for, I've kind of done a couple of days of meat and bricks, but I'm not like counting macros or anything because I have no idea what I should aim for. Like, does it matter because it's such an elimination diet that, you know, like if I have a brick and eat some meat, I'm good? Like, how do you know when you've eaten enough? That kind of thing.
So great question. There's a few different levels that we can take it at. So one level is you are looking for simplicity, where you aren't spending time weighing, measuring, macroing, and you eat meat, you eat keto bricks. We know that we're most likely in ketosis just by eating those two things. And as long as we don't eat like 12 keto bricks a day, we're in pretty good shape. So that's one level of let's aim for simplicity so that I can de-stress around food. That's kind of what I'm enjoying. I've been doing this for a couple months now, and I've really enjoyed that, where I'm like, I don't have to weigh, measure, track. It's just like, I know that I'm in ketosis. I know that I'm primed. My workouts are going great and good to go. Then if, like, let's say you do that for 1 week or 2 weeks, you weigh yourself and you're like, things are going well, but the scale's not really moving as much as I'd like it to. So maybe that third week you track your numbers and just see where they're at. And then maybe that fourth week you make a tweak of, well, let's bump my fat up. Let's bring my protein, we can tweak the macros a little bit. And the good news is not only can you get my input on that during the challenge, like you can get Danny and Robert's opinion as well and be like, all right, it's been 2 weeks. The scale hasn't moved. I just plugged in some of my numbers. Here's where my numbers are at. What do you think? And then if you want to go there, then we can go there. And so it can kind of be like an intra challenge adjustment that happens. But I mean, I would start off at least the first week and just kind of embrace the simplicity. Let's just eat meat and bricks and spend our energy in other areas and let the elimination of all the other stuff take care of itself. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that definitely makes sense because I mean, I don't really want to track, but maybe what I'll do is I'll track the last couple of days of that week just so I have a benchmark, just in case questions for the following, like Facebook Lives or whatever. And then, so I'm embracing the time to like work on other stuff. So I don't know if you saw, I don't know if I did a post or if it was just Instagram, like storying, but I'm going to take you up on minimalism.
Nice.
And so I'm going to take advantage of the fact that I have a big house with an empty guest room. And I kind of emptied out that closet, which just had like linens in it. I took all of my clothes and put them all in that closet. And I'm going to use the time. It took me all weekend. I mean, in between the other stuff that I've done, like, and then I like did it with my books. And then I did it with the other closet in the other spare room. That's my office. I took a whole trunk load of stuff just because I figured if I don't even want to take the time to put it on a hanger, like, and that I'm never going to wear it. Right. So how did you get down to, like, how did you decide 80 pieces of clothing? Like, and let's remember, I'm a girl. Let's remember that I live in Canada. So we have friggin' cold, somewhat cold, and then lukewarm. So, like, how did you get?
Well, let's also remember that you're a questioner, and you that may mess with you in this whole thing because you like rules and stuff. So here is the filter with minimalism. All right. And this is how simple it can be. You maximize the things that add the most value and you minimize anything that gets in the way of those things. All right.
Okay.
So that's a broad brush. So if clothes add the most value, don't minimize clothes. If books add the most value, don't minimize books. If video games add the most value, don't minimize video games. minimize the things that disrupt that for you. So for me, like clothes, I don't care. Like it's like as long as I have things that are appropriate. If I have to go out and speak, if I have to work out, like the right tool for the job. I don't care if I look fancy. I don't care if I match. I don't like none of that makes any sense. So that's why it's very easy for me to whittle it down. And then I was like how small can I get this? What is the actual essential to where I have to have minimal decision fatigue for what I'm going to wear? And this
Okay.
is an evolving process. And the 80 items tend to work out. That means like I can do laundry once a week and I'm good. I don't have to do laundry multiple times. So that's the right amount of options to get through the week. If I'm working out, getting sweaty, I need options for like, I don't want to wear like a sweaty shirt all week long, you know? So you think through it with things like that. So with you, and the laundry once a week is more like energy efficiency and like all that. Like I don't want to be running in time efficiency. Like I don't want to do laundry more than once a week because I feel like that's a waste of electricity. It's a waste of my time and energy for clothes and stuff like that. So with you, like maybe you need a certain amount of work outfit options and pants options and workout options and just kind of whittle it down. And what I would do as you know, the initial purge is happening and that's like the easy, that's like scraping the cream off the top and you just get rid of that. No big deal. Then the next level is when you do like, I did a 6-month maybe box. So with that technique, and you could even use that spare bedroom closet as the maybe closet, you know, and just take the stuff that you think like, okay, this is in that maybe zone where it makes you a little bit nervous. Like I might actually need this pair of pants or I might need that. You put it in that maybe closet, that maybe box, close it off so that you don't see it and then go for 6 months. And then you come back. And if you haven't touched that and, you know, with you, with, you know, the temperature varying, maybe it's a 12-month so that, you know, like didn't use this in the summer, didn't use this in the winter. I don't even know what's in there. It's going to get donated. Okay. So, and you can do that with anything that you minimize, books, you know, dishes, you know, anything that you want to declutter. But I would, you know, the initial, like I said, there's 2 phases. The initial, easy, like the really just low hanging fruit, get rid of that. No big deal. Now you get into optimal efficiency, what you actually need. But again, the main filter is if having like a lot of cute shoes is like your jam and you love your shoes and you take care of them and you wear them and you really get a kick out of them, then don't minimize your shoes. Like it's not like, let's see how little we can live with. It's not like the caveman, you know, protocol or anything like that. Like, let's not wear clothes. You know, that's not the goal. It's just like how much do you actually need? And then, you know,
minus 15 Celsius today. I think we're all going to be wearing clothes in Canada. Like, I don't even know what nudist like places do in Canada in the winter. Like, they just must stay inside.
Yeah, inside, roll around on the bearskin rug or something. I don't know. So is that helpful? Does that make sense as far as like
it
goes?
Because, you know, like I'm working on it in the terms of like the habits that I want to build. And I realize that I spend too much time probably in the morning trying to figure out, okay, what is it that I'm wearing to work today? What am I doing it? And I realize that my closet is just completely a mess. It's in chaos. I tend to wear the same things. And I'm like, oh yeah, I have this. Where's that thing to go with this or whatever? So I think what this is kind of morphing into is just like reorganizing and fixing things up, because then it's not decision fatigue, right? Because if I can see it or wear it, those types of things. I have a lot more workout clothes than I thought I did, so I better get down to that rower, you know?
Yeah. Well, the other thing too is you can look at it from like a cost perspective, where I have 2 pairs of sweatpants, but they are both $100 pair of sweatpants. Like it's not like I have nice things. I have 1 or 2, but they're nice and I like them and they last. They're high quality, you know, and you know, things along those terms of I've got a couple pairs of, you know, workout shoes and I'll spend money on those because one of my pairs of workout shoes I've had for 9 years, you know, and like, that's like my 5-finger Vibram shoes, the toe shoes, like those I got those like in 2010. And, so you get good quality stuff. And so instead of buying a new pair of $50 shoes every year, I'll buy 1 pair of $100 shoes or $150 shoes and be good for 5 years or 6 years. And that is better value anyway. So,
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
that's how I look at it.
Yeah. Well, let's just say some people got lucky because they got some tags with even clothes with even tags on them. I was like, I'm not gonna wear this. Gone. So yeah, so I figured if I, it'll be interesting to see in the end, because I think I'm actually gonna use this as an opportunity to even like organize my closet. Because when I moved into this house 8 years ago, all I have in my master closet is just like one shelf and the bar. And so like I don't even really want to put stuff back until I know how much stuff I have and then organize it appropriately. Because I love things. Like I'm a little bit anal retentive, let's say. I like everything having its place. So
Yeah,
that
me
was
too.
part of it, So I think that's why I wasn't using the clothes that I was using. So I think I probably am going to hit up my dad to build me some shelves.
Now, one thing that I really enjoy is we bought a new bed that has the drawers underneath the bed. So like you take use of that space. So what happened was I've got a few things that I hang in our closet that like my fancy sweatpants, like my presentation collared shirts and things like that. But it's literally like maybe 18 inches of total closet space.
And then your wife gets the rest?
The rest, yes. And
Nice.
I have 2 drawers that go underneath the bed, and that's where everything else is. And I army roll everything so it's tight and it all fits, and I can see everything. So yeah, I love the efficiency of space with that too, and being organized.
Yeah.
And like I've got my 2 drawers under
Well,
the
I don't
bed.
have
I
to
got
share
my
my
closet
closet,
space.
so I'm good. And it's big. I didn't realize how big it was. I measured it. It's like 18 and a half feet long by like 25 feet deep, 25 inches deep. I was like, whoa, dude.
Yeah,
I could sleep in there. I'm 5'4".
you could rent that out, Airbnb.
I know, right?
But no, minimalism is fun, and then start playing the minimalism game in other areas of your life. Because I know that you've got like
Yeah.
financial goals and savings goals, so you can use that to minimize expenses. Like I'm really stretching myself outside of my comfort zone with our TV because we cut cable several years back, and now we just do streaming services. But now I'm really like, if so, there's this offering called Sling TV, which that's like the main hub where you get 30 channels, and it's like $25 a month. And then I've got Hulu that's like $5 a month. Netflix is, $6 a month or whatever it is. But I only watch one channel on Sling TV, and I'm like, unless Walking Dead is on them, then I watch Walking Dead. I'm like, all right, I got to figure this out. But then you can get AMC, which is where Walking Dead is, for like $6 a month. So I'm going to drop Sling TV and only do the AMC streaming app when Walking Dead is on. So instead of paying $25 a month every month, I'm going to pay $6 a month, 3 months out of the year for that show that I've been watching on Sling TV. So little areas like that, like how can I bring this down, put the rest towards, savings, retirement, whatever.
Well, I'm excited to meet in Bricks because I bought a half pig from my dad, and I still have some of the cow from last fall.
Yes.
So, and I have 5 chickens from my brother. There's no way I'm eating through that in a month at all. So I actually think it's and then when I bought my bricks, I bought it 2 months worth so that I could maybe extend this into February or whatever that shift is in our next cycle.
Yeah.
Is maybe if meat and bricks works well, maybe what I might do is no cheat keto on the weekend, but that in and of itself is kind of a cheat on meat and bricks, and then just stream that out. Like I'm thinking, see how it goes, and then make a plan for 28 days in 28 days. But I'm pretty excited about it because like I really am not going to have to buy anything but gas for my car for the next month, really.
That's awesome.
Food for Bobby, but he'll benefit from me cooking meat all the time.
Yeah, exactly. Bobby will be psyched about that.
Oh yeah, he literally stands like he has limits in the kitchen where he's not allowed to be. So he stands on the other side and he just watches me cook.
That is awesome. No, I love where you're at. I think we're gonna have a lot of momentum coming out of this challenge. I'm psyched that we can nerd out over minimalism together now. That's so there's a couple books. I can never get it right. I think it's called the more of less is what it. Yeah, I'll send you the link. I can't even remember the guy's name now, but it's one of my favorite minimalism books. Anything that the minimalists do, Joshua Fields Millburn, Ryan Nicodemus, their podcast is amazing. You should check that out.
Yeah.
Those guys are great. And then I think it's called The More of Less. And I'll send you the link, but it's a short read. It's really good, but that's where I got the maybe box idea from. And that really rang true. Like that's a good, if you're a little bit nervous about getting rid of stuff, that just puts in perspective. Like I haven't needed that for 6 months or 9 months or a year. So I'm not.
Well, what I'm doing with the other closet is literally I'm not doing laundry. Well, I probably will have to do underwear and socks and stuff, but I did find a whole bunch of new socks. Like, but the thing is I am literally not doing anything out of my closet until I've exhausted that guest bedroom closet. I mean, unless if it's a dress, like I'm not wearing a dress when it's minus 30 out, but you know, like there's limits. Awesome. But you know, things like that, like I'm really excited to see how far that can go. And I figure by forcing myself to put it on, if I don't want to wear it out the house, it's going out to the, you know, other people.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, I think you're on the right track. Meet bricks and minimalism. It's hard to beat.
Exactly. And focus on a whole bunch of other stuff, right? Like, I think that'll be really good. Like I literally went through all my books and did that. I was like, you know, like, am I ever going to read this again? Was it good enough for me to keep? And I got rid of tons of books. So people are out doing it. And then when I went to the place to like drop stuff off, there was like somebody there, and he's like, we've had people all day long. Like, I guess it's a thing that people do at this time of year.
Yeah. Get rid of stuff. Hashtag minimalism. Good. Well, I'm proud of you. And I think that you've got some great momentum to kick off the year. And it's going to be a good thing that we're all doing together with the challenge. And like I said, you got a minimalism buddy in me, and we can always talk about that. So that's good. Right. Cool. All right, my friend. Well, I'll see you inside the group here, and we'll keep the mojo rolling strong. All right.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode. If you're someone that has been sucked into that black hole of weight loss doom, where you lose that weight, you gain it back over and over and over again, I would love to help you out by providing you with some coaching, a rock solid monthly game plan, and I'm going to plug you into an amazing transformation tribe of like-minded people. Head on over to millionpoundmission.com and get all of the information on my Transformation Reboot membership. See you on the next episode.